People think that the President of the United States has the power for debt forgiveness. He does not. He can postpone, he can delay, but he does not have that power. That has to be an act of Congress.
Secondly, if you don't have one of those loans, you just get $10,000 written off. It's passed. I got it passed by a vote or two.
Absolutely
wrong.
In reality, the president's actions violate the law and are beyond his authority.
Arkansas's attorney general, joined by 5 other GOP states, are suing. They want to block the administration's plan to forgive up to $10,000 in student debt for those earning less than $125,000 and up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients.
The administration argues that a law passed by Congress, the HEROES Act, allows the White House to act in times of national emergency.
But President Biden is using this law to justify this forgiveness program, with COVID being the national emergency.
We do begin here with the justices striking down President Biden's controversial student debt relief plan that would forgive student debts for more than 43 million Americans at a cost of $400 billion. 2 lawsuits challenge the legality of that plan, break down the decision, and a lot of this had to do with the Biden administration overstepping its authority.
That's right. This is a huge case. As you say, 43 million people were eligible for up to $10,000 of debt relief under this program. The Supreme Court strikes that down because it says that President Biden and his Secretary of Education exceeded the authority that the law passed by Congress gave them. What the administration had tried to do was waive or modify the terms of the loan by forgiving the debt altogether. And what the Supreme Court says here, that is beyond the power of the president. Only Congress can waive that much debt, $400 billion, that it is such a large amount and such a sweeping assertion of presidential authority to modify the terms of the loans that way, that it exceeds presidential power, that Biden acted beyond his powers.
The Biden administration is set to forgive student loan debt for some borrowers nationwide. 153,000 people who are enrolled in the president's signature repayment plan will be notified. A total of $1.2 billion in debt is expected to be forgiven. We know that you're supposed to get an email if you qualify for the student loan forgiveness plan, but what happens if you are expecting it and you don't get an email today?
Well, that's a good question. I think at that point, you should probably check to make sure that your loans was under the $12,000 limit and that you are enrolled in the SAVE plan. You do have to be enrolled in the plan in order to qualify. What's helpful is that the Department of Education, starting next week, will be contacting people that they've already identified as eligible because of their original loan balance and encouraging them to enroll in the latest income-driven repayment program to make sure that they can take advantage of this benefit.
So talk us through that. What steps do borrowers have to take once they are notified that their loans can be forgiven?
Surprisingly, none, actually. I think that's kind of the good part about this. Is yes, once you get the email, you just have to kind of wait until a loan servicer is able to discharge the debt, and then you're free and clear.
Going forward, every 2 months for the next 4 years, another 75,000 people will become eligible for this forgiveness. And I want to say to your listeners, this is not giving anybody's money away.
I just want to ask one question. My daughter's getting out of school. I've saved all my money. She doesn't have any student loans. Am I going to get my money back? Of course not. So you're going to pay for people who didn't save any money, and those of us that did the right thing get screwed.
No, it's not anybody got screwed. When we started,
of course we did. My buddy had fun, bought a car, went on vacations. I saved my money. He made more than I did. But I worked a double shift, worked extra. My daughter's worksheet is 10. So you're laughing. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. We did the right thing, and we get screwed.
I appreciate that.
That's all right.